Blake, everyone's going so big right now in Standard with the Overlords. What do we do?
We can go bigger.
Like with Planeswalkers?
That's right. This week we climb up the Beanstalk with Superfriends. Greetings, goblins and geist.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Blake.
And welcome to
The
Cloudpost,
Cloudpost,
where we have new Magic the Gathering arena videos every Friday. We do ask that you like this video, and we do ask that you subscribe to the Cloudpost so that we can get over 1,000 subscribers.
That's right. The Cloudpost does not pay for advertising, so please help us grow this community. We really appreciate you guys, and we thank you.
Without further ado, let's dive into the deck tech with Super Friends. Welcome into the deck tech, where we have some staples of Standard, but with a twist today. We are back walking again with the latest Cloudpost Super Friends deck.
We certainly are back with the Super Friends. We're on our shit one more time. I mean, there's still a lot of Planeswalkers in the meta, so and also a lot of the green ones are really good against the meta.
Yes.
We're gonna go through that list and talk about it real quick for you. Starting us off though with the 1-drop slot, technically a 3-drop. Well, I guess we can move it along.
Indeed.
3 steps ahead was the card.
3 steps ahead was the card. So just a teensy bit more background on the deck here. Basically, Blake pointed out that, you know, like he alluded to, some of the Planeswalkers destroy things that are good in the meta. So he wanted to revisit Super Friends, but also I just wanted to play counter spells. Now, in the main deck, we don't have a ton, but we do have 3 steps ahead, which is, of course, just counter target spell or do a bunch of utility things.
Yep.
But the 2 drops, because you do have to have them, this is a beautifully built Beanstalk deck, so you know we're going to do that.
Certainly are. Beanstalk is amazing, and if you're not running it in this build, I think you're wrong. I just think you're wrong. I'm sorry. We're still running the shell of the Overlords, so
yes.
You really are trying to get value off the Beanstalk with that, using Overlord of the Hauntwoods to ramp.
Yes.
Which is an incredible piece. The Planeswalkers, most of them hit Beanstalk, and the other ones pretty much get value to help you draw cards and or create like a little bit of a board presence with tokens. Almost all of them like have some kind of draw card effect, except for Nissa, which just makes game-ending plays.
Right. But you got 4 Beanstalks because we're going to trigger it a bunch.
Yep.
You got 2 Get Lost because you do want to kill other opposing Planeswalkers, and this even further insulates you against enchantments.
It certainly does.
And then Serum Snare is kind of an interesting one. Blake was toying around with, the idea of a little bit of proliferation.
Yeah.
And this can just bounce a lot of relevant things.
It certainly can. I mean, if somebody plays like any of the white enchantments that want to like level up and stuff, you can just bounce them after they level them up, and it feels like you just got some value out of it.
Totally.
Also, proliferate in a Walker's deck, pretty good.
Yes, you will see if we have like 2 Planeswalkers out and we Serum Snare something, you're getting a lot out of 2 mana.
Yeah.
So moving on, we did allude to the 3 steps ahead, so it's here. Another, tinkering kind of card is Scroll Shift.
Scroll Shift is a little tech piece I put in. It might not stay in the main. We're going to play around with it because you do run the Hauntwoods and you do run the
Mistmoors.
I always forget the name. So getting a little flicker on them, being able to block and make a trick, or just having the ability to do it as value, because they are both going to either make you a new token or just be able to pretty much put your opponent out of the game.
And what's nice is, even though this is 3 mana, that's really the only negative of this card is it's 3 mana.
Yeah.
But it does replace itself.
It does. It
so
draws a card, replaces itself, and I mean, if you hit one of your creatures and are able to do like the trick of blocking with it, oh man, that is brutal.
That is brutal.
Yeah, it's a really good card. It also is, in a sense, used for protection. So.
And we talked about, we already alluded to, but this is what we're talking about with the Overlord of the Hauntwoods. It's all over Standard right now. Giving you that land to ramp yourself, and then the fact that it just gives you a land for domain is really powerful. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And then we did want to main deck some number of Split Up. This card is pretty pushed. It doesn't trigger Beanstalk is the only thing that, you could say negatively about it, but just keeping yourself in the game against all the aggro decks,
It's very important that you have this card on the main board, just because the aggro is out there and it will crush you. So pay attention to that. I will say, the only other card I thought about putting in would be more Split Up to take, and probably take out Scroll Shift. So they don't perform well, we will probably switch it up in the middle of the matches, just FYI.
Sure. So moving on, we have some of the unique pieces of the deck as well that you're not going to see in your everyday Overlord deck. We have Jace the Perfected Mind.
He has been perfected.
You may see some of this, but this is the backup win condition of the deck. If we're not winning with the Overlords or the other Planeswalkers, you can just mill your opponent out.
Yep.
It's also good against, like, if you say you've like get lost a creature and they're just on one creature and it's not very big, then you can, use the +1 to just keep a moderate creature at bay.
Yeah, this deck is I feel like it would be very, very well placed against the Golgari list, because like you hit Glissa with that neg 3 and it's like
so annoying.
She's useless.
Yep. One of Oko the Ringleader is back in a Cloudpost deck. The Elk creator himself.
He's pretty cool. He makes Elks draw 2 cards if you committed a crime, which every Planeswalker does. You can just draw 2 cards and not discard anything.
Yeah.
For neg 5 is pretty cool. I mean, just kind of win the game with that ability.
Sure. We have 2 of the Mistmores, like we talked about. This is another thing that you can scroll shift, cheat into play. But I mean, even just impin this for 4 mana, draw a card off Beanstalk, make 2 blockers.
You guys have already seen this being played. Like that is just so powerful.
Powerful.
I'm still on the get Beanstalk banned list here. I think it's just so powerful with the avatars. Like, come on. Moving on to the next thing, we got, of course, Sunfall. Because you still want to trigger the Beanstalk, and Sunfall is an incredible board wipe, probably the best board wipe that's been printed in years.
Oh yeah, yep. And we could play Day of Judgment in this deck, but again, you want to trigger Beanstalk.
Certainly do.
And this exiles. So, you got one of Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. This is like super techy, but yes, that 2/2 blue spirit creature token can get wildly out of hand with Beanstalk.
I think that Teferi himself gets out of hand with Beanstalk, because you are drawing a card with that. You're drawing a card every time you do Beanstalk, which every single time you draw, you put a counter on
put the loyalty on it.
Just make him an absolute nightmare to deal with.
Yes, this is a sweet card. I hope we get to pop off with it. Blake talked about Vivian Reed, but this is one that a lot of the Golgari lists are running, and it's right at home in this Super Friends build. But really, that -3. I mean, we're going to probably do that plenty this match, or these matches, where you can, destroy maybe someone's Urbrass Forge, maybe somebody's Overlord that's chilling in the corner, or maybe even like a demon for, the flying part of it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card. You might think it's a little bit of a nombo, but if you take a closer look at the deck, you'll see that you do run creatures, you run the Mistmores, you run the Hauntwoods, and you're running a ton of lands. You're going to find something to have value with Vivian. Her neg 3 is good for pretty much the meta, and I mean, her ultimate is mediocre. We'll say that in the deck. I'll give you that. But if you do get the counter, or if you do get the tokens made with your Planeswalkers, then it is just good.
And I mean, Mistmores having the Moths being 4/3s with Vigilance is not bad.
Not at all.
But then we do have some even more top end of the deck. However, Leyline Binding, as we know, might be a good old 2 mana or 1 mana play because of Everywhere.
Yeah, Everywhere really does make that card incredible, and I totally forgot about that, so thank you for reminding me to put this card in the deck. 1 mana removal spell.
Yep, with Flash and draws a card off Beanstalk.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Doesn't get much better.
We have the last bit of Planeswalkers at the very top end, the Eternal Wanderer.
Yes, this is a fun one. We played it just, when we did a recent green-white deck, and being able to blink, creatures in some instances are very good. It gives them pseudo-vigilance. You can blink your opponent's creatures, which can be good. Or this is just kind of, an additional board wipe for that -4, because it can do it right when it comes into play.
Yeah, plus creating the 2/2 double strikers is pretty solid as well.
Totally.
This card can also blink your avatars. So, I mean, as long as they're a creature, you can make it happen. Nissa also should need no explanation, because she will end the game with just her +1 alone.
Nissa it's probably the single most powerful individual card in the deck. I mean, maybe you think the Overlord of the Mistmores is up there with this, but this is just a ridiculous card.
It really is, and it just absolutely slaps the meta with just the neg 1 ability, and she's got plenty of loyalty to use.
Yeah.
I will say I still hate the token.
The token looks so bad,
weird,
but
dude.
But yeah, this is a great one. Now we will talk about the mana base a little bit. There are things to consider here. We looked at like the color demands of the deck and made sure that we were fulfilling them. You need double green early and often for impending this Overlord, and you also need double white so that you can split up and Sunfall reliably.
Yes.
So we needed to make sure that that was good while still having our blue splash unlocked with the counter spells. Like 3 steps ahead requires 2 blue to be actual cancel. So Blake and I looked at that. We went 4 Lush Portico and 4 Hedge Maze.
Yes, we did. This deck is definitely not shy on the mythics and the rares, so don't build this if it's hurting your wallet. If you have the stuff, have fun with it. Hedge Maze is definitely, I think, the needed one you need. Like, I don't know. I think Portico and Hedge Maze are probably the most important ones in here.
Yeah, Portico is the best land in the deck, in my opinion. If you note, of course, you don't have any turn 1 plays, because even if Leyline Binding becomes 1 mana, you're never doing it on turn 1. So you have no turn 1 plays. So you want tap lands, actually. You're okay with these being in your opening hand.
Yes.
And also, because these are forests, this does subtly interact with the -7 on Nissa, having the most amount of forests that you can. And then Blake did want to make sure we have one of Fountain Pork.
Fountain Pork works incredibly well. I mean, I'm almost tempted to run another one, but we want to make sure we have our color fixing for a 3-color deck, so it does get a little sketchy. But I mean, come on, being able to stack the tokens from Haunt Woods, or even the tokens from the Mistmoors or your Planeswalkers is really good to draw extra cards and find the ways out that you need to find. The only real pain lane to run is Yamavile Coast. Or Yavimaya Coast, I said that all wrong. But you need the blue-green. Hedge Maze, like I said, that Restless Anchorage is your man land. It's just a good one. Helps you explore, get some value there.
Totally.
Verge, you're pretty much always going to have the Verges online because of your Surveil lands. If you don't have them, that's going to be surprising. And then we just run 2 basics. We opted out of running Island just so we could run the Fountain Port instead. You guys feel like that's
Island is the splash, and we have enough blue sources. So.
We certainly do. That's the build right there. The sideboard was pretty curated just to beat the heck out of the meta.
Yeah, this was really another inspiration of the deck, because I was casually saying to Blake, like, why aren't people running Disdainful Stroke? Because so many of the powerful things are, like, kind of what this deck is doing. We're doing it in a fun Cloudpost way with the Planeswalkers, but people are doing the Overlords and Beanstalk and all these giant costed things, and Disdainful Stroke should be very good.
It should be very good. Yeah, there's no question about it. That card's amazing. We put Paw Patch formation just to blow up more enchantments or deal with flying creatures like the demons. Worst comes to worst, if you're playing against mono red, you could use it to make food.
Yep, and we have some nods to mono red with Authority of the Councils.
We certainly do. If you didn't see that, that card's incredible against mono red. All their haste creatures are not hasty anymore.
And Smite is really the same matchup.
Smite's for the same matchup, or just aggro decks in general there. Destroy Evil, same effect.
Destroy Evil, get the enchantments out of here, get the big toughness creatures out of here.
Once again, this one's really good against Golgari. It's just, you see big fat creatures like any of the Haunt Woods or anything like that, blow them up.
Yeah.
Exercise. We're really going in on the anti-enchantment.
I mean, we are expecting to play the mirror match, except for we are trying to have the tech that is the meta breaker.
Yes.
We're trying to go over them.
The craziest thing about that is that Planeswalkers are hard to deal with in today's meta. Get Lost is about the only thing. Maybe if somebody runs Bitter Triumph, if they're running maybe Delirium or something.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of Planeswalker hate out there in the current meta, so maybe this will just take over because of that.
Sure, and even if they Leyline Binding it, we have so many answers to Leyline Binding specifically.
Yep.
And it would be very crushing for someone to say Leyline Binding our Teferi, and we just Nissa to get our Teferi back, and then we have 2 Planeswalkers. But again, in the mirror type matchups, also Negate will probably be very good.
Yeah, Negate, honestly, I'm tempted to maybe drop like a Destroy Evil or an Exercise to run another one, but we'll see if we need to do that. I haven't seen a lot of control out there as far as like blue-white control with counterspells, so I think we're safe to just run one of these, or some of these.
Indeed. So there you have it. This is Bant Super Friends, the latest Super Friends from the Cloudpost. Let's see how it fares on the ranked ladder.
Take the play.
On the play.
Always in the play. I mean, we pretty much have domain.
Yeah.
And we can see...
Let's see an extra card.
Yeah, I'd keep it.
Okay.
We want mana.
Yeah. The only thing we need is like Beanstalk,
Yes. That's good.
That's something to do with our mana.
All right, let's see what he's got going on. I like the Ashiok sleeves. Those are cool. Meticulous Archive.
Oh, yeah, these are different, huh?
Yeah, Ashiok has, like, tile. That's pretty sweet.
Anchorage?
Right. Yeah.
So we don't actually have a plains, though.
Yeah,
that would make this one cheaper.
Oh, you're right. I thought you were talking about...
We have our colors, though.
Yeah, I thought you were activating the Verge.
Okay,
Whoa,
Schooner.
Schooner coming in. Maybe it's
Oh, that was such a good draw.
It was.
Yeah.
We certainly do it.
So we have to go...
Yeah, we Verge.
Yeah. Let's see.
You need the green, though.
We need the green. Okay, so this is fine, then.
Yeah. Edgemaze activated it.
Yeah. Bam.
Pretty much anytime you hit a Surveil land, all the Verges will be active.
This is 1 mana now.
Pretty dumb.
Pretty dumb.
All right, we're taking a Wallop Surge engine.
Okay, cool.
So
cool, I see you, opponent.
Esper artifacts, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. What the hell?
Whoa.
Maybe not.
Vren the Restless, Ward 2. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. At the beginning of your end step creates X rat tokens. They have +1/+1 for each rat, where X is the number of... Okay.
Very weird.
We will have to answer that, but...
I think we answered it with a board wipe.
Yeah. So we just go Mistmores now? Just make the moths?
Yeah, we might as well make moth and have blockers.
Mm-hmm.
Do it to it. And we even have it up if you want to bind something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oop.
Yeah,
This
I mean, I
card's
think we
still
bind
very
this
good.
probably, unless we just wait
got
and
ward,
Sunfall. True, yeah, we can't bind it
I think
on
we should
our
just wait
turn.
and Sunfall. He's not going to be killing any of our stuff because it doesn't go to graveyard.
Do we bind this then, since it's the only thing that's going to stick around?
It's not a bad idea. Let's see what he does.
He also has to have his land drop and just tap out for this if
Yeah.
he's doing it this turn.
That's what I was thinking too. I do like the art for that card. Check it out. It's like a bunch of rats trying to claw their way out of the sticks and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's relentless.
He is relentless. This resolves.
Alright, Surge Engine. Surge Engine has the weirdest art.
Oh, I know.
It's so fucking...
Just a little disturbing,
It
right?
is weird, man. It's like, it's flexible. I hate that it looks kind of flexible. It's just confusing. I don't even think Darkin knew what he was drawing right there.
And he's done a lot of good ones.
He has. I was like, is he drawing a frog? Is it a frog? Like,
Mechanical frog?
is it kind of, it's like a spider? It's got, its legs are like bent though. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Weird. Cool card.
Yeah, also when you look at this too, like, how tall does this thing get?
I don't know.
Massive. Like, okay, sure, you do that.
Awesome.
So I do think, yeah, he goes to crew, schooner, we binding the schooner.
Yeah. There it is. Do it to it.
Well, here's the thing, actually. Now that I'm thinking
about blocking the schooner.
yeah, we just block it. We're gonna Sunfall. So yeah.
Sweet. You didn't-
Okay, he just okay. Well,
Okay,
now
So now do we do it?
yeah, now we do binding the schooner. I think.
Okay. Bye bye schooner. He's like, why the hell would he take that? Oh, we've got a pretty good. We swing first, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we swing our flyers. Play a land. Play Sunfall.
Yep.
Now our opponent still has 4 cards in hand, but we do have a split up.
Got to split up, and
We'll soon have Overlords.
impending is coming.
Mm-hmm. You know, you got to see the, perhaps like tempo disadvantage this game of us not having Beanstalk. But,
true.
we're still fine.
Do we just animate the 4/4?
Yeah, and let me see, do we have the mana to do both? We do.
Yeah.
We
well,
swing for 6.
I think he's gonna nuke one of them, but it's fine. I think he did that in the right order anyways, because if he wanted to kill the rest of us, at least we can have the mana to smack with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Alright.
Go to 10. This turn we cast
Time's ticking.
Hauntwoods.
You got for us.
Overlords. How creepy that thing is.
It really is so weird. They did a really good job with the art in these. I think Duskmorn has some of the
There it
coolest
is.
art. Well, late there, Beanstalk. Yeah, we play it, right?
Oh, yeah.
We counter this. I'd be so sad. Not that we need it. But
Draw a card.
show us what we got. Hey,
Not
that's
bad.
huge. We can just play it. And
Yeah,
draw
let's go to
another
combat
card.
first, right?
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, we do.
Force their hand here.
Can we have another land?
Urtai,
Oh,
sure.
Come on, man. He's gonna blow up our Hauntwoods. That's
Yeah.
not nice.
In fact, we do wish we would have had this in play, because then we would draw a card, but... Okay. So, now do we still swing?
Yeah, we still swing. He's at
Okay.
10. We're really bashing his head in. Bash the head in. I'll play the big boy.
Do we play him?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
It's just good.
Well, because
You
we're
can't kill
playing
it.
it into... Yeah.
So when it enters, we're gonna draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
And another Sunfall.
But do we...
We're getting Mistmores at the end of the turn.
Oh, yeah, we were getting Mistmores at the end of the turn. We're just
Like-
doing too many broken things. Okay, so... Let's see.
I mean,
Dimir
I have no idea
with
what-
some creatures.
Is
It's
it
kind
just
of a Dimir
Oh, no,
mid-range.
it's Esper. He red's white.
Oh, it's Esper mid-range, but we didn't see the white yet.
No. Yeah. All patch seemed alright against the enchant or the creatures, the artifacts. You not hate it?
Well, it's Being glitchy.
Oh, he conceded.
Ah,
GG.
okay. GG's.
I mean, that was a little too easy. I don't know. I don't know what they were really playing.
Yeah.
Esper's weird. I wish we could have seen more of the deck.
I know, our opponent didn't get to go to the third game.
Yeah.
They kind of opted out of it, so that's a shame. But yeah, we didn't even have turn 2 Beanstalk, and we still just had, like, the power level of this shell right now is just too much.
Yeah.
And then really you got to see at the end what really the straw was that broke the camel's back was we finally had a Beanstalk, and then we had Teferi, and we were about to just really get really just aggravating for our opponent.
Comes in.
Yeah.
We were drawing a ton of cards and just having a heyday. Opponent was way too far behind.
Indeed. So we want to see if we can do it again and just continue to frustrate our opponents. We are on the draw.
We're on the draw. We don't have the mana for split up, which does sketch me out a little bit.
We do, though.
We do, though. You're right.
I think we keep it.
You're right.
We get to scry, and then we get to turn 3, get everywhere, and then it unlocks all our mana.
I have been convinced.
And if we don't want to necessarily turn 3 everywhere, then we can Jace.
Storm Chaser's Talent.
Very annoying card.
Well, that one's black, so maybe Soul Tie, what we played the other day.
Mm-hmm.
A little while ago. Keep it.
Another Hedge Maze?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, we know we're going to Overlord, so...
Mm-hmm.
But also this turns on all our fancy lands. Oh, we
wow. Esper with the Storm Chasers? Have we played against this?
Oh, no. Something different.
Yeah.
All right.
Have we played? We haven't played against anything like this.
We haven't. I know what this deck is.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Is it going to be annoying?
I don't want to say it and it be the deck. You know what I mean? I'm like,
well, is he going to do a discard spell this turn? I hope not.
We'll see.
It's a Pixie deck.
It is a Pixie deck.
With the Storm Chasers talent.
Yes.
Pretty neat, because he plays it, and then he hits us for 2. Okay, cool. I mean, leave it to, you know, people to be innovative here. So...
Yeah, I think we just play that and try to... Oh, actually, we...
Yeah, this is fine, right?
We want that.
Probably. It's cost 3 right now, though.
Yeah.
But... The question is, can we afford to take damage the next 2 turns? Because we want to get everywhere and then have split up.
We'll see. Hidden prowess, the cool guys.
Hex Mage. So, I mean, are we dead this turn?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It doesn't like overrun or anything.
Okay.
I think we definitely have to play the Hauntwoods now because we're not finding our white sources.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then if he hopefully doesn't overextend and taps all his creatures, then we might be able to recover.
I mean, the scariest thing he can do too would be like have a counterspell up.
I highly doubt this deck running counterspells.
Okay.
I've seen the list he's running. We'll talk about it later.
Our best option would be untapped white source, because then we could have split up plus Leyline Binding.
Yeah. There is that good
Okay.
thing. That actually is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he swings with the Pixie now, so no matter what. All right, we're sitting pretty now.
Yeah, we're at 4 though, but
We're at 4, but we have a Hauntwoods and oh man. Well,
we just cast split up, right? We play.
I think we play Fountain Port here.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play Fountain Port. We tap that. We play Beans. Then we cast Split Up. Fountain Port and Hedge Maze.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really sketched out.
Or do you want to have Leyline open?
Well, we won't, because we don't have the. We
so
don't
no
have
matter what, we
triple
don't have
white.
white. So yeah, go ahead and tap Fountain Port and Hedge Maze. See what we can draw.
Okay.
Beans.
All right,
Cool.
moment of truth. And then if they have like a spell pierce effect, then I'm gonna be so sad.
They're gone.
Okay, good. And we get our dude.
Get a land.
Yes. All right. We just have to not die this turn, and we are
The only
in
thing
business.
I'm actually worried about one particular card being cast twice.
Yeah.
That's not the card. I don't care about
Yeah.
that.
Just to
You got another one?
us lose 2 life, discard a card.
One. All right, that's cool.
Oh, I don't care about that whatsoever.
That's a cool tech. Think about that. You can bounce that with the Pixie.
Oh yeah, no, these are good.
But
I'm just saying I don't care about him doing that.
We recovered, I believe.
So I think we just go. I think this turn we just go Restless Anchorage, Beanstalk, pass.
Sure.
And then we can Jace next turn. But we have 3 steps
binding
ahead.
Up as well.
Yeah, binding plus 3 steps ahead. Cool. I still think we pass. Don't you want to have counter? I want to have counterspell.
Counterspell up. Okay.
Yeah. Because even if you said like they have the, I'm forgetting the name of the Hopeless Nightmare, we can counter it.
I was worried about 2 Hopeless Nightmares. I was like, oh no. Are we gonna die to these? He's probably just gonna pump up the Storm Chaser talent, which then we just bind it away.
Right. Just doesn't do it, huh?
I mean, we just bind it.
Yeah, we bind it. Draw 2 cards.
Yep. That's just too much value. Like, yeah, it replaced himself. Amazing. Beanstalk is not a good card. It's not fair at all.
Not fair at all.
Why would they ever make
to our
that?
Turn.
Play a Plains.
Cool. Play a Plains. Now we can probably play... Do we still have 3 mana up? Yeah, we can play this and have Counterspell up.
Seems good to me. Draw 2 cards. Make a mana. That's
Pass turn.
This deck's fair.
Oh
it's
yeah,
fair.
This is like totally okay to be in standard, right?
Fair, very fair.
We've been you know hitting our head against the wall. That's fine. I don't care about it. We've been hitting our head against the wall, just making decks that can beat this stupid card, and we were finally like, hey, let's.
The old you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah. Go to our.
To be fair, this deck does beat this deck.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's also pretty good.
I think we just try to put the bullet in him now.
Yeah, what?
Hedge maze up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say just go ahead and cast Overlord of the Mistmores.
Right. Well, this way we can play this here and still have the mana to do it.
10 mana if we play an untapped land.
Yeah. So that's what we want. We want this 7. So swing. It'll be like, oh man, he's swinging. My opportunity. Sorry, man.
I mean, he's
Is that gonna leave us with 3 blue? Yeah, it leaves us with 3 everywheres.
Postponing the inevitable. The inevitable, and I.
Good album. All right.
2 1s.
We pass turn. We have to discard a hedge maze.
Oh man, that was rough. All right, do we just absolutely dominate with this? I think we do. All right, you got a scavenger. All right. Sheltered by Ghost. Oh, I let it stick.
Okay.
I should not have done that, but hang on. If he hits one of our guys, we bounce it. Please hit the Mistmores. Yes! The value. Oh, it's all good with me, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to bounce the Sheltered by Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we'll do it now.
Yeah. Is he just passing? Okay. No proliferation needed.
I'm at 0 now. 2 guys.
All right.
Just 2 guys.
Our turn. We have Leyline Binding, but we have everything, so we just attack.
Rar.
Just swing out.
Get 2 more guys. My only question is, should we have animated the Restless Anchorage just to kill him?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, we have lethal if he doesn't block. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay. Game 2.
Game 2.
So we are against Esper Pixie, yeah?
Yes, it's Esper.
Esper
Pixie.
Blinkblade?
It's Esper. No more Blinkblade.
Well, no more Blade.
No, it runs the nowhere to runs. I don't know what their sideboard is, to be honest. This is funny enough the deck that I was considering playing.
Okay,
It's the one I was going to try to surprise you with, but you already
these are good.
seen it now,
right?
I think they're quite good.
Oh yeah, that's a note. I didn't mean to mention it in between the rounds, but I just felt like we needed 4 Elspeth Smite because our deck is so top end.
We took out the Paw Patch formations. They weren't bad, but I think Smite's just better against the aggro builds.
Yeah, our deck is just geared to beat all the late game stuff, so we just have to respect the early game stuff.
Certainly so.
So do we need any amount of any of this other things?
I'm tempted for Authority of the Councils. I think this is the deck you put it in against.
Because
if they're bouncing stuff, you get life.
Yeah, and plus they're just trying to grind us out, right? With the poking us.
Exactly. They do run enchantments. They're kind of just ETB enchantments. They don't really typically do anything after that. So I don't necessarily think we need removal for them.
Okay. So we need to trim 6 cards.
We could probably come down.
I could see the scroll shifts being trimmed, but again, these give you that edge of like
we could
just
do
blanking
cool
your.
I would take out a Vivian here. While they do have the enchantments I mentioned, they're not very good. Counter spells are kind of slow against this deck. I don't think you need them at all. Probably a Nissa.
Go down to 1 Nissa. And then take out what, the Eternal Wanderer, or do you like that? I mean, it is a board wipe.
Eternal Wanderer is board wipe. I think Teferi here.
Okay, yeah. All right, let's do it.
I mean, we do take out a little bit of the Planeswalker package, but against this particular build, it's probably better to do so.
I mean, we still have Oko and Jace too, you know. But those are like the earlier game.
Yeah, Oko can make a 3/3 which blocks, and Jace can make something not really swing. So, yeah, I like this. I think it's a better switch out. Seems pretty good.
I guess, yeah, we just wait around until they have nothing left in their hand.
I think this is pretty powerful here. I do like that little tech he's got.
Now, if we need to, this is
I think we just
white,
go,
so we can...
We Portico here.
Okay.
We can afford 3 damage. I think we...
I guess we want it, or we don't.
I'm ditching it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I don't care about it. We need other stuff to kill the game with.
Alright, he can have an explosive turn here.
That's the Fear of Isolation. That's the card I was talking about.
That was the card you were talking about.
It's a Pixie
It's
effect.
so good, yeah. Oh,
this
man.
is why you run blue.
Yeah, that's neat.
You run blue, plus you get this the Otters card. You can make more Otters, and a lot of your stuff is proliferate. So
cool.
It's a very cool build.
All right.
I was excited to share it with you. So you got to be careful what you decide to Serum Snare with this deck.
Yes, for sure. I mean, it's pretty much this, though. Right?
I mean, not necessarily.
But, I mean, we get to double Elsmith Smite this turn if we want.
I think you smite the X-Mage. If he's got tricks. Seems like he does. Let's see what you got. Show us what you got. That thing has hands for wings. Like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I love the Thunder Junction music.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
cool.
Can you imagine? So all the artists that got to do, like, these crazy Duskmourn things, they're probably in, like, a group chat, like, text-wise, and, like, you know...
I'm making a big seagull with fucking hand things.
Yeah. Do we kill it again? Do we go 2 for 1 ourselves?
Or
do we just let this happen? He gets to replay it.
I think we just kill the Fear now.
Yeah.
Kill the other one. Sure.
Let him bounce his own thing. Replays it, but it's a 1/1.
Yep. Anything to slow the game down. There we
go.
Oh,
that was so good.
Play that.
Bam.
Chill.
Best draw possible right there.
Yes. It's crazy that it's 3 mana, man. Like, that is so unfair. I do think that Hauntwoods will get banned soon.
Oh, really?
I do. It's just played in so many powerful decks. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but
yeah, I mean, we're even like mixing our own jankin with it, and it just makes it to where the deck is so good.
There's another one.
There's another one.
I think we just play it because we still have binding to hit.
Right.
So we just play it. Double ramp.
And the fact that they didn't make them legendary either.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's literally like the.
But they did of the Titans, yeah.
Oh boy. Yep, you can swing. I mean,
Which one do we kill? The 3/2?
Yeah, 3/2. You might have an answer for it, but so what? We have.
Okay. Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna feel real bad about that when we Sunfall. Oh my god.
Oh man, that's true.
Well, he'll probably concede to this. I would. Yeah. Literally 1 card in hand, Sunfall hitting you, and all your stuff's gone. GG, man. That's kind of the end there. Plus our guy's sticking down. We'll have him next turn.
Plus a Jace or an Eternal.
Yeah. All right, you got a creature? He's got a Kaito.
Oh.
That's actually some cool tech right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Because it also does reset things with the ninjutsu.
That's really cool.
Okay.
That's a cool tech right there.
It is.
We might have to test that deck out sometime soon. We can bounce it, which is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just missed Moors here.
Okay.
Get 2/2/1s. I mean, he can't swing at us then.
Right.
And then our Hauntwoods comes active.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't know what you do to that.
Yeah, and what's crazy is if we draw a land, we have Eternal Wanderer, which can blink Hauntwoods after you attack with it, which gets you attack with it, you get the land, and then you can blink it, which gets you a land, and then it's Vigilance.
That's gross. Alright. That's fine, we blink it, you know?
Sit down. Rethink your life.
We will block,
Yeah.
just so you know. Yeah, we will block.
Oh, you didn't want a double block?
I didn't...
He has no cards in hand.
True, I don't know, I guess I was being greedy there. I was like, I don't really care about it.
Buys back to negate.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Okay. I mean, we get to kill it still with the Moth.
And we can animate with it, transform the artifact.
We can also play Jace.
We can also, well, he'll counter Jace.
He's tapped out.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, I think we do this turn.
Or her. Yeah, animate or play Jace.
We can play Jace plus animate this if you want.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
We do take 2 damage.
So we just
but it
take
doesn't
the
matter.
damage, go to 7.
Cool.
And then I think we wait to see what he does with this.
Sure.
So animate and what, we swing 3 at him, 2 at Kaito in the air?
Yep.
Yeah. So 2 at Kaito, 3 at you. And then yeah, we just plus it up.
I need more intel.
And we got a Hauntwoods in the action right there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's a lot.
oh,
It's a lot.
It feels mean.
Mm-hmm. He does have negate.
No, dude, it's not enough. It can't be. I mean, he did flood. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He flooded pretty hard here. The game has gone on for a minute though, so I mean, I guess we just throw a Portico on the field and kill him.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me anymore.
No.
I think we're
So-
just past the point of we just bounce the thing and kill him, right? Oh no, he
We can't.
Sorry, Overlords.
And he has negate too.
For some reason, that was untapped. You want to just draw some cards?
Yeah, we can swing first though.
Sure.
I mean, we don't really need to. Okay, he just can't.
All right.
All right, GG. We will talk about it, so stick around.
So that was a little too easy right there. I mean,
Yeah.
I really like that Esper deck. I think it's really cool. It definitely isn't a great matchup, or we aren't a great matchup for it.
Yeah,
it's very
and they
difficult.
drew, too many lands at the end, but
They did.
it's also like you just have to think about the card quality of the things that we're casting.
Versus nurturing Pixie and
Yeah,
Fear
versus
of
nurture,
Isolation.
which because they're leaning on like aggressive, punishing your opponent for being slow, and like the card quality is not that great, but they have like high synergy together.
They do.
Because we played the Blink Blade, the Blink deck
Mask effects,
before.
and they're fun. They're really fun, and sometimes they're really good against the particular metas you're playing against. But I think the biggest issue with that build, and I tried to play Blink Blade recently. You don't have much enchantment removal.
Yeah, especially in the main deck.
The meta is like, I would say, like 80% enchantment stuff. So I mean, I don't know how you deal with that unless you just like have the incredible hands where you have Hopeless Nightmare a bunch of times.
Right.
That's really powerful. Otherwise,
That's when the deck's at its best.
Yeah.
Because it puts your opponent on such low resources early that they're not going to have all that card advantage. So either way, we are rolling with the Super Friends. Let's see if we can do it one more time. Have an okay hand
yeah,
at
we
least.
have an okay hand, so we'll be all right.
All right, Portico. We don't need a second Nissa, right?
Negative.
They're probably like, whoa, Millen and Nissa. Spyglass Siren. All right. Most likely traditional Dimir
That's
here.
what it looks like.
We go ahead and draw a card.
I think so. Beanstalk, show us the Hauntwoods, yes, please.
I mean, that's what we like to see a lot of times.
E-Glock.
Key Glock, shouts
That's a
to you and welcome
crazy
to the
name,
Cloudpost.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Tishana's is good.
Good
We
time.
know that card is good against
It's
us.
a good time we have
That
the
is a
Hauntwoods
counter spell
now.
that we will have after, but we're going to go ahead and,
Oh, absolutely.
we
We
go
draw a
ahead
card. Play a Hauntwoods, draw a card.
and...
That seems stupid.
That seems powerful.
All right.
All
Your
right,
turn, Key-Glock.
opponent. Okay.
He's just going to sit on that Tishana.
Sit on the bird.
Please do.
Nope, Kaito.
Kaito coming in.
That's fair.
This is where
I do like that Kaito. He's
Kaito
pretty
is good.
powerful.
to the front.
Especially in the Dimir list.
Different ways.
Revealing both of those at the bottom.
Yep. We do have counter spells in our hands.
We do have counter spells.
Do we just play Overlord of the Mistmoors here?
Yeah.
I think we get the 2. Yeah, we do. Draw a card. All right. Oh, scroll shift.
Scroll shift.
Oh, the
kind of speed up our Mistmoors.
Dude, that'll be brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, we block if you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, we don't. We can block 1.
Yeah. We probably just protect our life total.
Oh, absolutely.
We just have so many powerful things.
I just meant we were going to double block if we hadn't done that. Siren. We play, he's going to keep Tishana's up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're chilling. That's really good.
Oh, man.
So I think we do the trick of scroll shift and then leyline away Kaido if he does Tishana's.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of just swing it.
Because these are all instant speed.
Yeah,
so we swing at Kaito.
I don't even think we swing at Kaido. I think
Well,
he's going to block with the Siren. So do we swing at Kaido?
Yeah, we can trade there, I guess.
That's fine. Let's do it. Moth coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
No blocks? We got blocks.
Okay.
Heck yeah, dog.
Alright, we got 7 cards in hand, so we'll pass turn, I guess. We just didn't make a land drop this turn, but that's okay. The bad thing is, if he forces our hand with the Tishana's right now, then we're gonna have to discard cards, but that's okay, you know.
I mean, there are certainly worse problems.
Yeah, there's worse problems to have.
He's just playing it.
So we definitely blink the Mistmoors then.
Well, we just wait till he plays it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't do anything. Picks a target, right? Do you want to pick something? Yeah.
I mean, we can do both of our spells now.
Yeah, we do. We blink the Mistmoors and
Mm-hmm.
make him feel real bad. Blinky blinky.
Okay.
And then leyline bind away the stupid Kaido.
Yep.
Oh man, that feels.
This
not
was
fair. That was
a little torturous.
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Shit.
Against Dimir, we
it's
like
the Dimir
negate
aggro.
probably, right? Or do we just want smites?
So the deck doesn't run as many creatures
Non-creatures.
spells as you think.
Right.
Smite's good.
Okay.
Smite's really good. In a sense, Authority of the Councils is good because he can't flash Kaido. Oh, he gets attacking. Sorry, yeah, that still triggers.
So do we still want the scroll shifts?
I think it was good. It can trick him really
Puts
well.
him in an awkward spot, right?
I think we could drop a. Oh, Jace feels a little weird here.
So does Oko to me too,
I
but
don't know. They're both kind of awkward against them because most of their stuff flies. Jace isn't as bad. I think you can drop the Oko here. What do you think about counter spells against the aggro deck?
I think it's still good. I mean, that's like we were in a good spot with them that game because we already had 3.
True.
But then we just had more powerful things to do, so I guess we could cut the 3 steps ahead.
Drop a Nissa. He's not really running a ton of enchantments. He does run a few, so I mean, I don't want to drop both.
And then I could, like I said, I could see dropping them, but also even Serum Snare. The only thing I like about Serum Snare is it just keeps us alive longer.
Yeah, I like it as well.
You know,
playing against aggro. Drop the fairy.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's good to drop the fairy there. We're
go down a scroll shift. Either that, or we go down two of those. I guess.
I think that's the best choice.
Yeah, it's like scroll shift to me. Like it can get them. It's our tech piece of like the win more tech piece, you know, because like you just let the overlords be good on their own. They're already good.
They are already good. They really this
hand. This is where it's bad in this hand.
This shell just goes to show how powerful the overlords are. Mulligan, this is not happening. I mean, we got Sunfall, we got Overlord, we got Jace. I keep it.
Okay.
I mean, we might not get there, but do you really want to go to 5?
Probably not. So what do we put? Mistmoors back?
Or
Leyline Binding?
I think we put Binding back because we don't have the.
It becomes unlocked here, but you know.
It does.
But
right. But we can't get there yet.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, you're right. We do that one. That's right. That's the call.
Like Mistmoors?
No.
Okay.
Leyline.
I think that would be my inclination, is put this back and keep the binding. But I think this is fine because we have this.
Yeah, I want to be able to ramp to Sunfall here, and at least turn 4 we have blockers. At least we kind of curve still.
Because I think I like Leyline against Kaito specifically.
Leyline is good against Kaito.
You know, this, like you said, I mean, this can pressure it too, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing, in a sense, defensively here, which is why we sideboarded the way we did. We really just need to find a land here. Oh, that's brutal.
I guess you take Sunfall.
I don't know. It matters what he's trying to do.
Because you can't take this off to rest.
No, it's Jace constant being a pain. Yeah,
That's fine.
but that makes me think he has less creatures in his hand then.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because of this being able to lock them down.
Yep.
All right, we need a surveil land this turn.
We just need a green.
Mm-hmm.
Just a green. That kind of works.
Oh man, he's gonna counter it,
Well,
but we
that's
jam
fine.
it,
We have
right?
to jam it. I mean, see, if he wants to play slow, that benefits us.
He also can he can just flash in the fairy and draw a card of his own.
Oh man,
that would be fine.
I wish he hadn't said that. I knew. I was like, that's what. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be. It's just so good right here. That's what it's for.
Absolutely. All right, we did not draw a green.
It does help us get to a
Sunfall though. Kaito.
Yep. Why not Kaito, right? He is the bane of nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
Playing a lot of
He's
nightmares.
he's the bane of us right now.
We're playing a lot of nightmares.
Even though we beat him last game. We milled over Sheldred.
Didn't stay hidden for long.
Okay.
That's good.
Well, we just do this.
Yeah, we do that.
We at least know we have him pinned next turn.
Yep. Unless he's
He can counter it, yeah.
It'll be obvious if he's going to go for it, though. I really hope he doesn't. Right. Whack him.
13. Emblem.
It looks like he's just trying to sit on that. Hey, we got green.
Yeah.
I think we go for Huntwoods now. If he
Okay.
counters it, at least we draw a card. But we definitely need Miss Morse to stick.
Go to 12.
Yeah. Okay, so he's not going to counter
He
it.
might. He can still have something. He has 2 mana.
Yeah. We didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we're taking a ton of damage now.
we certainly are. 6, 7 damage? 7 damage.
I thrive
5.
in the dark.
Maybe the Miss Morse was the better play there. I was wrong.
Oh man. So
we have 2 plans. We
mhm.
can do. I think Miss Morse is the play here.
Okay.
We
And
get
play
blown out.
planes.
Yeah, we get blown out. We get blown out. There's nothing we can do. Actually, Portico.
Well, I think we want to play planes because don't we have
We have
1, 2,
6
3,
mana.
4? Oh, we only have 6. I thought we could do both of these.
No, that's why I said maybe we should have played that instead. I just didn't think a Haunt was gonna stick.
Mhm.
I mean, so play Portico, see what's on top, and we pray
If it's a
that,
leyline binding,
pray that he doesn't have answers, kind of thing. It's a verge.
You know what?
Yeah,
we have
know
2
it.
more lines in
Yeah,
there.
we're solid.
Let's get a leyline binding.
Let's see what we can find on top. Come on. Yep. You
Not
also get
binding.
to draw. Pull away a land, find a land. There's spell stutter.
Okay. We're
So
dead.
We're dead. Next game.
All right.
We should have played the other land or other creature. That's my bad.
Game 3.
I didn't anticipate that. If he had the counter spell originally, we would have died either way. So,
Feel any differently about anything?
I really hate Kaido.
Mm-hmm. But ninjutsu's an ability, so we can't like
I think-
negate
I
it.
think
You
Jace
can...
is worse. I think Oko's better.
Okay.
You can't Jace Kaido.
Mm-hmm.
We sit that. No?
Okay.
I don't think Scroll Shift is bad. Scroll Shift would have been
Mhm.
huge there had we had a different play.
Mm-hmm.
Your mana is huge with this deck. You really need to have double green and double white. Like,
Mm-hmm.
That's not it.
That is not it.
We can keep that.
Mm-hmm.
Drop a Vivian. She
Yeah, drop
seems
Vivian. Yeah.
mediocre here.
Actually, our hand seems pretty chill
Yeah.
because we have Get Lost for the Kaito, you know?
And beans.
Yeah.
Beans. Yay. I think we keep it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I take it back.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I didn't think about it long enough.
Spyglass.
It's not bad to have. I mean, it's a removal spell.
Mm-hmm.
And all our stuff is going to be 2 less.
All right, we need more lands. That's
Sweet.
good.
That's great. I just figured we had enough. That's why I was like, we probably have enough. See this
Oh, I
little-
like that. Them
I
going in
do
on
too.
that.
Sweet.
Sure, go for the
feels-
throat. Oh, yeah, you know they're going to get
It's like, well, all right. Do we smite it?
Yeah.
No.
It also keeps creatures off the board to get free Kaito into play, you know?
Very much so. That's kind of the big reason we lost last game.
Mm-hmm. We just beans
Beans
and
up.
chill.
All right.
Okay.
More removal. I
Mhm.
mean, we're sitting pretty for a while now.
Yeah.
Like, sure, play things. Okay, don't play things.
Fantastic. I love
We will-
making
we will
land
also
drops.
not play things. I'll go.
Draw go indeed. You flash
He's
in
like,
a
He
fairy.
thought about it. Like, what else is there, right? Shieldred.
We
Shieldred blows
welcome
up.
that.
Blow
So
it
do
up.
we cycle this with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 2.
Boom. That's what we need to.
Get rid of it. Watch us draw land here. Nope.
No,
Alright, well,
but-
we just do it.
Yeah. We can still draw land.
Yeah.
Okay.
The scroll shift is huge.
Scroll shift is good, yeah. We will probably just do this, I guess. At his end step at one point, we'll still have Get Lost up at the same time.
Oh man, he's just not doing anything right now. What does he have in his hand?
I don't know.
why?
Control, I guess.
I guess.
We want it.
Keep it. We keep it.
We pass turn.
Yeah. And if he doesn't do anything, we make him feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Still have it up.
Do we kill it now? Oh, he does another one.
I think we.
We also could, like, wait around and Sunfall. But
I mean, he's gonna swing. I think we kill. I don't know. I think we kill.
we can kill
one.
both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we can kill both of them right now if you just want to double Get Lost.
Yeah, we do.
Either that or we can also scroll shift this. Like, right now. Because he has 1 mana.
No, because he might play like a ton of creatures next turn again, or get
Mhm.
some crazy value. I think we blow him up.
Okay.
We have Sunfall. Like I don't feel that bad about it. Do it again. He doesn't have any responses.
Yeah. I
That
don't...
card's
I
too
guess I
good.
don't like not being able to do this instant speed later, you know?
I don't think it's an issue.
Okay.
I think we just took the game over. He has 2
Mhm.
cards in hand. We have
Mhm.
Overlord of the Hauntwoods and the next one coming up. We have 2.
Because this
blockers.
also doesn't answer Kaito.
There's
but-
Shieldred. That's
Mhm.
fine.
It's fine. We go to...
He makes a big Shieldred.
Yeah.
I think we just.
Gix's command.
That's pretty good. I
Mm-hmm.
think we Sunfall this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We'll go to 14, Sunfall that. Hopefully draw land. Okay.
Another Mistborn.
Not the worst,
We get a
obviously.
1/1. At least we have like a technical blocker.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna make us blow up the Hauntwoods. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no blinking that.
His
It's
best
just-
play would be animate. Yeah, animate that this turn.
Give it 1/1/1 counter. We do.
Kaito on top.
That's good to see that though. I mean, it's not good to see it, but it's at least we can see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's kind of clever. Okay, get bigger.
Counterspell.
That's pretty good. I mean, shoot, I think we just play a Mistmord, right?
Yeah,
And
let
then
me think. 1, 2, 3,
have
4.
6.
I don't know. I kind of like having up.
Scroll shift, counterspell.
No, yeah, I like having up counterspell
We
because
just
he's
pass.
gonna get this,
We have-
and
we
he's
have
just gonna
plays.
Gix's command. We just counter it,
True.
so we just
Yeah, we
pass.
just pass.
Yeah. Because now we get our Overlord, and you know it trades right here,
It does.
and
Well,
he's gonna
we
just
could actually block and then bounce,
yeah, we can,
but unless you want to.
or we can create another Hauntwoods too.
Oh God, that's
You know,
that's gross.
we just make 2. We just counter this and make 2 Hauntwoods.
That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah. So we counter target spell plus that.
Yep.
So make a copy, auto pay, draw a card. Okay.
He's like,
or
"I
this
can't
was
be
this
it.
was gonna
That was
trigger
the
the
end."
thing. Yeah.
Yay!
All
that's
right.
So good.
Blown out, Dimir. Let's talk about it.
Well, 3 steps ahead, got a chance to shine at the end.
Oh
there.
man, yeah, that was a great way to end that match
Mm-hmm.
against Dimir. Just like so, what I like about the Bant version of this, because we got to see some of the cool Super Friends stuff. Although we never had like 3 Planeswalkers out at the same time. That's what you want to do with Super Friends. What we got to do was like the powerful Beanstalk Overlord plan, but we were playing at more instant speed than I think a lot of their decks do.
Yeah. So that, you're able to have a lot more like control-y plays. Having split up and the main board is really huge against the
Mhm.
aggro decks. It was able to matter in that first match we played.
Yes.
Scroll shift was clutch. In
Yeah.
fact, we probably wouldn't have
Interesting.
lost the second game if we had just played differently. And I was just trying to play it as if I knew they had a counterspell, which they eventually did, but it was reversed. So had we had the two ones, we would have been better
Yeah,
off.
in that last match,
Yeah, I
right?
think maybe we should have gone for it anyways. It was safer. But yeah, overall, I think this just absolutely slapped Dimir.
Yeah, really fun, and we are going to tie it up neatly with a bow for you if you stick around for the recap. Welcome back to the recap, where we summarize how we felt about the deck, if we need any changes. But man, this just feels like a pile of power to me, Blake. What do you think?
That's the best way to describe it. You know, I want to name the deck Walking Among the Giants, because you're really playing these Titans out here.
Yeah.
The avatars are huge, and you have all these Planeswalkers right next to them, just being crazy things that trigger the Beanstalk. This shell of a deck is really, really powerful. Obviously, we kind of took the Hauntwood, or the Overlord, like, shell and like, twisted it up with the Planeswalkers, but having Beanstalk and Planeswalkers was always good.
Yes, having Beanstalk was always good with Planeswalkers. I mean, because all of these trigger it, so it's right at home. But we just found some, you know, some good corner cases. My only regret is not being able to Disdainful Stroke anything, and I think that this is still a very attractive reason to play this.
Certainly is. I think against like the Mirror match or the Zur match, it's really powerful. I would even say it might even be good in a certain Golgari matches if they're running the ramp stuff. Elspeth's Smite was obviously huge to put in. We put in another 2 if you guys didn't see that.
We did make that edit in between matches just because it was kind of, you know, it was crossing my mind about the fact that like you just need to facilitate so you don't lose to the aggro matchups, and you already have the main deck split ups, but it's not really enough. You need 4 of these early game, and then Authority of the Council is also going to help.
Certainly will. Overall, I think the sideboard is pretty good spot. I know we don't run green in it, but it's whatever. I think white has the best sideboard typically anyways. The main board green stuff is pretty much enough. Nissa blows the enchantments and the artifacts. Vivian Reed does the same thing. Beanstalk is a necessity to the deck. And Oko never got to shine, but we've seen him be used before, and he's pretty solid. I think one of the coolest things you can do is if you actually get Oko out and you have a Haunt Woods or you have a Mistmoors out, well, you can copy it because it's not a legendary and swing with Oko, and it triggers the creature.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it to do that with the Mistmoors. And this is like since you're not playing black, this is like your Kaito as far as like it's safe on your turn, because you know, from board wipes and things, and then you can pressure their, you know, Planeswalker with Oko.
Exactly, and also making 3/3s isn't bad. So, overall, I really don't know what else I would change with the list. You could get a little bit more like meaty into the potatoes there with the lands, but I think
I was gonna say the mana base would be the only thing that you may be able to tweak a little more, but people aren't punishing you right now for people aren't really punishing you for having basics in your deck exactly. So that being the case, I could even see an argument for 2 like Meticulous Archive.
Yeah, 86ing the basics.
Just going all the way on your Surveil lands and dual lands and having your Verges always be online.
Yeah.
Because we did find instances where we needed like the double green or the double white and we didn't have it.
It's very true. In fact, I would go ahead and switch those out. And I would tell people to play around with it. Worst comes to worst, you can add the white or the green source back.
Yeah. So Meticulous Archive perhaps, or I would say maybe you would have to go maybe like 3rd Yavimaya Coast and then 2 archives. Yeah. So archive, I would run at least 1. Maybe 1 Pain Land here in place of this, and then 1 Meticulous Archive. Because it just gets your Verges on.
Well, you just added something else instead.
Oh, sorry, I did do...
you added a Coast.
I did add the Coast, so yeah, I think that's probably fine then. And these are untapped, so I would maybe just play around with that. Brushland and Coast. You don't have actually a ton of life gain in this deck, so just keep that in mind, but... in fact, do we have any source of life gain?
Not that I can see.
No, so you have to just keep that in mind with your Pain Lands, but most of the time we're stabilizing at like 10 life.
Yeah.
You know.
And typically once you get the Pain Land out, you only use it for like a turn or 2.
Right, because once you get everywhere, then that's, you know, all you're really doing.
And typically safe. But the deck has so much removal, I don't know if red is the worst kind of situation or not. We didn't happen to see it, but we'll continue testing this deck and let you know later on. Let us know if you like it, and let us know what you think down in the comments. We want to know what your thoughts are. Yeah, this is a really fun one. We had a lot of fun with you this week. We want you to subscribe to the Cloudpost because we also make it easy for you to download this deck for yourself. Take the link in the description below the video, go to Aether Hub, and get this on your very own arena. Certainly so. And that means we will see you next Friday.